Okay, so the Unit 8 application. So Jake is building a circular sandbox for his son. He wants the distance from one side of the sandbox to the other through the center has to be 7.5 feet. Jake plans on using 2-foot curved cement blocks around the edge of the sandbox. So our first question is, how many cement blocks will Jake need to make one layer around the sandbox? So first, let's sketch a picture just to help us visualize. So they're saying it's a circular sandbox. So that's a circle. And then the distance from one side of the sandbox to the other through the center. So we'll mark the center. The distance from here to here is 7.5 feet. And then he's going to be using 2-foot curved cement blocks around the edge, so around the outside. So in order to do that, if it's the outside, we're going to be looking at the circumference. So if you remember in your notes, it's been a while, so review everything. So remember, we're looking for the circumference, so the distance around the outside of the circle, because he's going to be layering the perimeter of the circle with the bricks. So the circumference is the pi times the diameter, and we were given our diameter, so now we just need to multiply that by pi. So the circumference is 7.5 times pi. Which is 23.56. So then we know the distance around the outside is 23.56, but we're not quite done yet. So we need to know how many blocks he needs. We know that they're each 2 feet. So we probably want to round this. We'll round it to 24. Since it's 0.5, we'll round up to 24. And then to figure out how many blocks, well, they're each 2 feet. So if we take 24 feet and we divide it by 2, he would need 12 blocks to make one layer around the outside of the sandbox. Okay, so if each cement block costs $8, how much will he spend on the blocks? So you guys go ahead and do that one and then send it to me in the chat once you get it. Very good, Jade. Yep, it's 96. So how did you get 96?
I multiplied it. I multiplied 12 times 8.
Very good. Yep, there's 12 blocks. If they're $8 a piece, 12 times $8 gives us $96. Okay, so Jake also wants to put a weed barrier down in the bottom of the round sandbox. How many square feet of weed barrier landscape fabric will he need to buy? So that's going to cover the whole inside of our circle, right? So then that means we're going to need to find the area. This is talking about the area. And if you remember, the area or the space inside a circle we calculate by multiplying pi times r squared. And r, remember, is just the distance from the outside of the circle to the center, and it's half the diameter. So pi r squared, but first we need to find r. So r equals the diameter, which is 7.5 divided by 2. It's going to be half that distance. So 7.5 divided by 2 is 3.75. So then pi times our radius, which is 3.75 squared. So 3.75 squared is 14.06 times pi, which is 44.18. So he'd need to buy at least 45 square feet. Okay, and then I'll let you go ahead and try number 4. If the wheat barrier fabric costs 30 cents per square foot, how much will it cost? So go ahead and calculate. And let's round to, you can't really buy 0.18 of a foot. So let's just say 45. So we got a couple different answers. So let's see. So if it costs 30 cents, we have 45 feet, 45 square feet times, we would just multiply that times the cost, which is 0.3. And when we do that, we get $13.50. And then our last one, Jake wants to create a bench from the middle of the sandbox to the edge for his son to sit on. How long will the bench be? So how long do you guys think the bench will be? So here's the sandbox, here's the middle. So from the middle to the edge. So how long's his bench gonna be? Yep, Jade, you got it. Exactly, yep, the radius, which we calculated for number 3, which is 3.75 feet. Perfect. So remember, the total distance was 7.5. So if we just wanted it from here to here, we calculated that by dividing it in 2, and that was 3.75. So that's why the bench would be 3.75.
Can I see the bottom of the page? I mean, on the first page.
Sure. You guys have any questions on the application?
No.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, we'll go ahead and flip do the problem solving task. Okay, so Marie has a winter hat made from a circle, a rectangular strip, and 8 trapezoid-shaped pieces. So here's the hat. There's a circle on the top, and then there's these trapezoids, and then there's this rectangular piece that wraps around. And then using this information they've given us, so the circle, the diameter is 3 inches. The trapezoid's height is 3.5 inches. And then the rectangle is 24 inches long and 2.5 inches high. So the rectangular strip is 24 inches long. 8 trapezoids fit together around the rectangular strip. Find the width of the base of each trapezoid. So go ahead and try that one. So the rectangular strip we know is 24 inches. 8 of these trapezoids fit around it. So what's the width then of the bottom, this part of each trapezoid? How can we figure that out? Send your answers to me in the chat.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
it be
Go ahead.
wouldn't it be 6?
How did you get 6?
I don't know. I kind of just did it in my head.
Okay. We got Jasmine and Jade thought 3. So let's go to them. Let's see how they got 3 and then we'll see.
Okay.
Jade or Jasmine, how did you guys get 3?
You just divide 24 by 8.
Right. Yep. So we know it's 24 inches and then we
There's
know that
like
8 of these. Yep.
what's it called? Trapezoids.
So then, yep, that means that this distance here, the bottom of our trapezoid is 3 inches.
Never mind. I was wrong. Like,
That's okay. You were thinking about it. Okay, and then we'll move on to number 2. So the circle at the top of the hat has a diameter of 3 inches. So we have this picture to help us. Find the circumference of the circle and show your calculation. So go ahead and do A for number 2 and send me your answers in the chat. And they gave us the circumference up here. So remember, it's pi times diameter. But simplify, we don't want it in terms of pi. So give us a number. Yep, I've got it from a couple of people. You guys are right. So circumference is pi times diameter, which our diameter is 3. So we take 3 times pi, which is about 9.4. So the circumference, the distance around the outside, is 9.4. And then B tells us that 8 trapezoids fit around the circle. Find the width of the top of each trapezoid. So we need to know this distance up here, which we don't know. They didn't give it to us. But now we know the distance around here is 9.4, and then we know that 8 of them go around it. So what does that mean this width is?
Would you just divide 9.4 by 8 or?
Yep, that's exactly it. Very good, Elijah.
I got 1.175.
Yep. So what Elijah just said, exactly. We're going to take our 9.4 and we're going to divide that by our 8 trapezoids. And that means, so we'll round. So 1.2 would be the width of the top of each trapezoid. So now we know this up here is 1.2 inches. Any questions so far? All right. And then number 3, here's the fun part. We have to find the surface area of the outside of the hat. Show all of your calculations. So the surface area is everything, the area of every surface on here. So we need to find the area of our rectangle, of our circle, and of our 8 trapezoids, and then we need to add them all together. So we'll start with the easiest one first. Let's start with our rectangle. So who can tell me, from last semester we did area. How do we find the area of the rectangle?
Length times width times height.
You're close. We just want the area. You're giving me the volume. What if I just want the area?
So just base times height.
Yep, or length times width. Good. And so Jaden, what's my length and what's my width?
To be honest, I don't really.
Sorry, what was that?
I honestly don't really know right now.
The picture's right here. So do you see that?
Oh,
Right?
oh, so that okay.
Yep, you
So
see information.
24 times 2.5.
Good. So we multiply 24 times 2.5. And the area of our rectangle is 60 inches squared. Okay, and then next we need to find the area of our circle, which the area of a circle is pi times the radius squared. So our radius is not 3 inches. That was our diameter, right? Which means then that our radius is going to be half of that, which is going to be 1.5 inches. So it's pi times 1.5 squared. Should we do that on our calculator? And we get 7.1 inches squared for our circle. Any questions how we got the area of our circle? Okay, and then the area of our trapezoid, which in case you forgot, which we probably did, to find the area of a trapezoid, it's 1/2 times the base 1 plus the base 2 times the height. It's been a while since we did that. So we just need to plug in everything. So we have 1/2 of our first base, which we found, which was 3, plus our second base we found, which was 1.2. And then we multiply that times the height, which they gave us, which was 3.5. And we just go ahead and add 3 and 1.2, which is 4.2. Take half of that, which is 2.1, and then multiply that by 3.5. And we get 7.35. Any questions on the area of the trapezoid? Okay, and then we need to add all of those together, but we only found the area of one trapezoid, and we know that there's 8 trapezoids. So for all of the trapezoids, we need to multiply 7.35 times 8, because there were 8 of them, and that is 58.8. So now we have the area of our 8 trapezoids, the area of our circle, and the area of our rectangle. When we add all of those up, that's going to give us our total surface area. We're going to do 60, the area of our rectangle, plus the area of our circle, plus the area of our 8 trapezoids. And when we add those all up, we get 125.9 inches squared. So that's the total surface area of our hat. Kind of a fun puzzle. Any questions?
I don't have a question. I just have a statement.
Yeah.
This was pretty long. Not even cat. This was a pretty long answer. I mean, question right here.
Yeah, is involved, huh? I know, you look at them and they look so, these problem solving tasks, they look like they should be so easy, but they're not. They're hard. And they're, yeah, some of these little questions have a lot involved, like that one. You're right. But once you kind of dissect it, it's really not so bad. But trying to do it on your own, it was probably would have been pretty difficult. All right, so we can go ahead and do the study guide on Canvas together next.
Were we supposed to do the checkpoint? Because when I kept on checking, it wasn't on there.
I don't know. You were supposed to. Let's see. So Jade, that was the checkpoint from the Friday before break. Is that the one you're talking about?
No, I think it was yesterday. I think it was
Checkpoint was in time for
Yeah,
Monday.
yesterday it didn't allow us to do the checkpoint.
It actually said like it was that there was 0 questions and then it was like zero score. So you just had to like go into it and then just submit it, and then it didn't put a grade or anything because it had no questions.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to excuse you guys that. So I'm having issues with our Canvas designer because she's not doing a very good job and doing things very late and last minute. And then we're having issues like this with the quizzes. So I'm just going to excuse that checkpoint for now. And let's check and see then. Hopefully our study guide
She being lazy.
will be there.
She being lazy.
I'm already complaining because our next unit's coming up on Monday and there's nothing in there. So I already kind of made a big fit yesterday about it because it's been an ongoing issue. And like you guys didn't get to do your test either because that test wasn't input, she didn't put that in time. So it's not working out. So.
No, yeah. And then my teacher, Mr. Thomas, I have to meet with him every Wednesday. And then he'll be like asking me, he'll be like, why didn't you do this or that? And I'm like, oh, it's not even there.
Yes. So hopefully it shouldn't be an issue anymore. He knows I've been complaining.
I don't think the study guide's on there. It says 0 questions.
This is, oops, where are we going? Turn it. Yep, you're right. It says 0 points. So she never input the study guide or the test.
Told you, she lazy.
What's the checkpoint?
She lazy.
Well, I'm going to be complaining here again. That is very annoying. What to do? Okay, well, I'm going to write her right after this and have her do it. Let me just pull up it and we can still do it just so you guys, I can't excuse another test. So, and technically it's only Tuesday. So I'm going to make her put them, hopefully ask her to put them in today. And then you guys will just have the answers already and you can just, you'll just have to go in and submit it. So let's just, I have all the questions here. Does that make sense? So we'll do it, just write this down on a piece of paper and we'll label it. So label it Unit 8 Study Guide, and then we'll go through and do it together, and then I'll let you guys know when they're up, and then you'll just go in and click the answers that we got. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that could work.
Sorry, you guys, this is a mess.
How come for last semester all the assignments were already posted?
Because I did it. So yeah, last semester we didn't have a course designer. And so I input all of the assignments myself. And I put in the whole class at the beginning of the semester, like before the class started. So everything was in there and I did it all myself. And then they're like, oh, we're going to help you guys out. You're doing so much. We're going to hire a course designer. And so you just give them all the materials. So I gave the course designer my entire course in December. But I don't know, she's not inputting it. That's
You're all like, you're over here trying to help us. You just made it even harder.
yeah, right. It was supposed to lessen my load, but yeah, it's not at all. And then we keep having issues and I know Rick's going to be gone next week. And so he wanted the work. Rick, did you get the videos?
Yeah, I actually worked on it.
Okay, perfect.
I worked on a couple of them. I just need to understand how to turn them in.
Okay, right. And so those, you won't be able to turn them in till next week. I'm sure it's not going to be up until then, but at least I knew you would be able to figure it out with the whole video list and the right ones to watch and stuff. But that's the point. It's supposed to be flexible, like where you guys can work ahead if you want and stuff like that. So it bothers me. I wish it was all up there, but I don't know. It's kind of where we're at, but hopefully we'll work out these kinks and there won't be these issues anymore. So sorry.
So how would I turn it in then? If do I just wait till after? Or?
Yeah, just wait until after. So it won't be up. I don't think it'll be up until Monday. So I'll be going through it over the weekend. And that's the problem is it doesn't get put up until Sunday. So then Sunday nights or Monday mornings, I have to go through and I have to sync it and make sure there's no mistakes and everything's there. And then hope that everything's still there. I don't know. So yeah, don't worry.
You don't want that, you'd rather do it yourself.
I think I might just have to do that. I said that.
I think it's so much easier.
Right, and less stressful because it is stressful with this. Oh, this is not here. Where if I just do it, I put in everything and I know everything's there. So yep, you guys, I know it might come to that. At this point, especially now since 3 of our assignments are missing for this week. All right, so let's go back to the Unit 8 study guide. So if you guys remember, we'll just review. So this is talking about central angles and arcs, 1, 2, and 3. So remember, a central angle is equal to the arc. So the measure of the arc is equal to the measure of its central angle. So if the central angle is 120, then the arc is also 120. If the arc is 48, then we know that the angle is also 48. So pretty simple. So for number 1, if this arc is 45, then we know that the central angle is also going to be 45. So that would be D, which is 45 degrees. And then number 2, our central angle is 110 degrees. So then what's our arc going to be? I'll let you guys tell me.
What was the question?
For number 2, what's this
Mhm.
arc going to be then? Where the question mark is?
So wait. What was the numbers?
Oh, you guys can't see it. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me change my sharing. I'm seeing it on my screen. I forgot to switch to share my whole desktop. That makes sense. I'm like, why? This is easy. Okay, is that better? Now can you guys see the questions?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so now number 1 probably makes more sense too. So we have our arc here, which is 45 degrees, which means then that this central angle is also 45 degrees. So that's how I knew it was D, 45.
So the number 2 would also be 110 degrees.
Exactly. Good, Jade. Yep. So number 2 is going to be B, which is 110 degrees. And then what would number 3 be? So our central angle is 52, which means our arc's going to be
A, 52.
A 52. Very good. Thank you, Jade. Okay, and then let's go ahead and review our inscribed angles and intercepted arcs. So remember, the inscribed angle is half of the intercepted arc. So if this angle is x, then the arc is 2 times x. So it's double the amount. So if our angle is 42, to find the arc, we have to multiply 42 times 2, and it would be 84.
So the number 4 will be A, 114.
Ah, yes. Sorry, let me get my other screen back. There we go. Yep, so we multiply 57 times 2, and that is 114. Good, Jaden. And then number 5, our arc is 74. So how are we going to find this angle?
Divided, and that will equal A equals 37.
Exactly, very good. We divide 74 by 2, and we get 37. Excellent. And number 6, we have this angle is 75, and we want to know this arc. So what would this arc be? Yep, 75 times 2, which is 150. Excellent. Okay, then a couple area and circumference questions. So number 7, let's see. So remember, the area is pi times the radius squared. So our radius is 3, so we need to square that, which is 9. And then we're going to multiply that times pi. 9 times pi. Pi is about 3, so you can always just get a rough estimate in your head. So 27, but we know it's 3.14. Yep, we know it's just going to be a little bit more than 27, and so that would be A, 28.3. So estimating is always good. Saves you some work.
Wait, how did you get 9 for like 9?
Yep,
Because 3 is squared.
yep.
Oh, right.
We have to square the radius. So our radius
Okay.
was 3, so we squared it, and that's how we got 9. Very good. And so we'll do the same thing for 8. So we'll do 7 squared, and then we'll multiply that times pi. So this is going to be 49 pi. And then they gave us 2 answers that are kind of close, 172 and 181. So let's just use our calculator just to be sure. So we have 149 times pi. I don't think that's right. 49 times pi.
I got
153.9. That would be C. Right, that was, we could round to 50, and then 50 times 3 is about 150. So we could have done that in our head. Okay, and then 9 and 10, we need to do the circumference. So the circumference is pi times the diameter. So remember, that's the distance around the outside of our circle. So we need the diameter. So it looks like for number 9, they're giving us the radius. So first we need to find the diameter, which is 2 times the radius. So our radius is 6.2. So that would be 12.4 for the diameter. And then we multiply our diameter times pi. So 12 times 3 would be about 36. If they give us 39 and 39.6. So let's do it on our calculator to be exact. 12.4 times pi, 38.9. So that would just be 39. Okay, and then you guys go ahead and do number 10 and tell me what you get. You can tell me. I think someone was coming on to say it. Go ahead.
A.
Yep, very good, Jasmine. It is 37.7. So you find the diameter first, right? So 6 times 2 is 12, and 12 times pi is 37.69, which rounds to 37.7. So this one would be A, which is 37.7. Okay, so you guys will go on and just do the test. It's just like this. So pretty simple. And I'll let you know when they're both up. So you'll just have to submit your answers for the study guide, and then you'll just do the test. I'll excuse you from Monday since that already passed the checkpoint. And then I do have a little Kahoot that we can do, and then you guys will actually be out of here on time. Any questions? All right. So it's a good thing we just reviewed. So it's everything from, it's everything we just did. So it's going to have the central angles, and then it's going to have the intercepted arcs and angles, area, circumference, and actually this didn't cover, it's also going to have the graphing circles. So let's review that really quick too, in case you forgot, since we didn't review it today. So remember graphing circles, the center is H and K. And remember, you flip the sign. So -2, it's X minus 2. So then our center is +2 and then +1. So -1. So 2, -1. And then remember, the radius is the square root of this number. So if it's 4, we have to find the radius by taking the square root of 4, which is 2. Because that's also on here. Oh, not the reports. All right, here we go. Here's our pin. I'm reading all your chats. You guys are funny. All right, I think we're all here. Oh, all right. It's gonna come down to speed. Good job. Good job, Jade. That was fast. All right, next one. Ooh, good job. Let's see. Oh, Jade's still beating. Just barely. Good job. Oh my goodness, awesome. Good job, you guys. Oh, Jaden, take the lead. All right. Uh-oh, Jaden. Oh no. Okay, let's see. Oh. It's okay, Jaden, there's still time. Ooh. Oh, uh-oh, we all got it wrong. The radius is 2, so remember, it's pi r squared. So you had to square r, so 2 squared times pi. So 2 squared is 4, 4 times pi. Let's see what effect that has. Right, Jade's in first. Okay, the next one's the same, I think. Yep, now find the area of a circle with a radius of 5. There we go, 25 pi. Yep, square the radius, which is 25 times pi. Oh, Rick's in the lead. Okay. Oh, now the circumference. Oh, yep. So it's just 10 times pi. It's just the diameter times pi. So that was 10 pi. Good job, Rick and Jasmine. Next one.
Dad said that to look test, but I don't know what book it's in. Is it a real book?
I don't know. You got a glass down. Ooh, good job. Ooh, all right. Rick's coming up big at the end. Ooh, yep, -4, -2. Oh, Rick's still in the lead. Okay, last question. The radius of this circle. You had to just take the square root of the 16 because it equaled 16, which is 4. Let's see. Okay. Good job, Elijah. And Jasmine and Rick. Good job, Rick.
GG, GG.
It's so weird how just one question can just change the whole thing.
It's funny because I think Jaden said that. Is Jaden the one that said that?
Yeah,
And then
I got
of
the
course you
one
accidentally
question
hit the wrong
wrong.
one. And that
No,
killed ya.
Because the last time we played, I had gone like one question wrong and it brought me all the way down to the bottom. And I was literally in first place and I was like, damn, how'd that happen?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that ruined me.
It's brutal. All right. Well, that's it. I'll give you guys your extra credit, and I think I'm just going to go in and put in the study guide and the test right now, and then then I know it'll be in today. So just check it a little bit later. I'm going to do it right now. I decided.
Yeah, you can't trust nobody.
Nope. I'm just going to do it myself, so I don't have to worry about it. Because remember last time I told you guys, oh yeah, it's in with the test. Because remember the test wasn't there. So then when I thought it was there, then it still wasn't there. Because then we had issues. So it was in there. She put it in, but then I couldn't get it to sync. It wouldn't sync like it's in a blueprint. I don't know, it's complicated. Then I have to copy it over and it wouldn't copy over. So like I did what I was supposed to do, but there was an issue. So then then a tech had to help me and had to like duplicate and do all this stuff to get it there. So that's why I was just like, forget it.
Are the assignments already posted?
Which assignments?
The ones that we did today, the application and the other one?
Yes, those are in there. I believe. It looks like they're in there. I don't think there's any issues with those ones.
Hopefully.
But let me know if there is. Go ahead and send me a message if you have any issues uploading those assignments. But I think it looks okay and you shouldn't have a problem. All righty. You guys have a good week and I'll let you know when those are up.
All right.
Okay, bye you
All
guys.
right,
Good job, Rick. And enjoy your vacation. I'm jealous. Have fun.
All
Hey, we
right.
got another vacation?
Oh,
Hey.
sorry. No, Rick, you're going on. I'm guessing you're going on vacation, right? Next week?
Rick left.
Oh, Rick left. He's going to Costa Rica next week. I'm assuming
Oh.
that's on vacation.
Yo, he should have invited me. Yo.
I know, huh? I'm jealous.
The only place I'm going is home and back. We're leaving the house and coming back.
Man.